Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Zane. I haven't been doing, I haven't been consistent with YouTube videos, and that's on me. Uh, Family comes first, and we were all feeling a little sick. Bug came around, and yeah, it kind of hindered my consistency on YouTube. But I need to get back onto it. Halo Infinite just came out this week, or the multiplayer beta, I guess you want to call it, just came out, and that was when I wanted my content creation career to like lift off a little more, you know what I'm saying? Because I am truly passionate about Halo, and I haven't been into the Halo community, if you will. Um but yeah, I think Halo Infinite, I'm going to try introducing myself into it. And yeah, I have this is going to be a video about what I think of the game, let's 3 or 4 days after release, or release of the beta. It's not fully out, but what I think of it now. And there's a lot of interesting topics. So yeah, let's get right into it. And before we get into it, if you guys want to see something, just let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see a video on. I'm gonna be focusing mainly on Halo Infinite, just because I'm so passionate about it, and this is something I want to take seriously now. You know what I'm saying? But be sure to follow here for keep up to date with everything else I do. I tweet a lot. Sorry, but yeah. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100. A lot harder than I thought it'd be. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep pushing out videos, hopefully, and I just gotta keep consistent. That's the biggest thing. You gotta be consistent, and you know, health and family come first, but consistency is key. But let's get into it. There are a lot of things on Halo Infinite 3-4 days after release. And the gameplay, that's gonna be topic number one, because obviously you're playing the game for the game, right? And the gameplay feels great. So let me switch over here. And rookie mistake, I forgot to move my camera. I'm gonna run this. This is my last stream. I left my camera right here on the middle of the screen, where I should have moved it down below. But it is what it is. And yeah. So the gameplay of Halo Infinite was awesome. It felt great. I play on mouse and keyboard, and I played ranked this whole stream. And to me, when you get to higher ranks, it seems like everyone's on controller. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying like it's a whole like, oh no, like mouse and keyboard versus controller. No, like it has both have their advantages. And I'm just adapted to mouse and keyboard, and honestly, I'm thinking about switching back to controller, but I just can't see myself doing it. But ever since I got into ranked and then hit diamond, it seems like everyone's using controller. So I'm just trying to figure out the sweet spot in mouse and keyboard. But yeah, other than that, the gameplay felt awesome. I play League of Legends mostly, so my aim's ass. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like that sweet spot and the sensitivity. So you gotta tune the settings around a little bit. I think I run like a 2.0 actually. It was at 2.2 for most of it, but then I turned it down a little bit just to get the hang of it, get back into it. And everything else, I think I put the vertical and the horizontal, I think I put it to like 0.8. But I stuck them. Yeah, I mean, the game felt great. It was smooth. I was running 120 frames on a 2070 Super in here. So I can't complain. It wasn't consistent, it looks like. But this was before they updated, like you got that new NVIDIA driver update and whatnot. So I'm sure they're still figuring out the little kinks and stuff, and that's what the beta's for, But other than that, the game felt awesome. I love the maps and just everything else. Like I thought these little right here, you see how he's red? I thought those would be more of a nuisance than I thought they would. Like they are, but really that's not even like it's kind of like it's pretty obvious, and it kind of like points you out to the other team pretty damn a lot. You could see them across the map just from this little overshield they have right here. So that was a big concern of mine, and I feel like it's fine. It's just all about positioning, maybe. I don't know. You get used to it after a while. It's just, I don't know, it feels like the enemy team or like other people could see you, you know, more clearly across the map and in different like little hiding spots, if you will. And I don't know how I felt about that. But after a while, it felt fine. And you know, the maps, I like the maps. They feel competitive. There's like different angles and different spots you can get to. You know, this was in the flight, so we all know this map. I want to get to the other maps. This was in the flight as well, this map, but I didn't play it. It's a pretty damn big map. Capture the flag on this map is really fun, I feel like. And it's it's just so hard to explain. It's such a big map. It feels like a big team battle map, but at the same time it doesn't. It's hard to explain. It's just so big and it feels like it needs vehicles, you know what I'm saying? But I liked all the maps. There's certain angles you can get to and vantage points that give you the advantage, obviously. And there's just like, I don't know. It felt real good, you know what I'm saying? It just felt good. It felt like it belongs back into esports and competitive. That's what I loved about this. And this is all ranked too, by the way. What else? The guns, the commando. I can't stand the commando. I found myself tapping my mouse faster than actually holding it down, and it does decent amount of damage. It's just you got to keep up with the. It's kind of like it's a slow rate of fire, obviously, but it's what am I looking for? I feel like the bloom maybe. I'm not sure. The sniper feels awesome. You're gonna see some terrible shots, I'm sure. I'm not very good with it yet. Ooh. They're right there. That was what I was talking about earlier. You see how I'm across the map and I'm seeing him? Like, it's just like you can notice that. And I feel like that's like kind of interesting to me. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, but I feel like that's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't belong. It shouldn't be too obvious like that. I mean, I see what they're trying to do, but I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It's grown on me, but I think they might have to tone it down a little bit. I don't know. And yeah, that goes back to the other thing I was saying earlier too. The mouse and keyboard, it's hard to track because there is a little aim assist on controller, obviously. And I'm not complaining. Don't get upset. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's just something I gotta get used to. That's all I'm saying. Because I love mouse and keyboard. But it does on controller, that would have followed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is the advantage to being on controller and why a lot of people up in the higher ranks actually do that. Oh man, there's chat. I want them to disable chat, by the way. I get it, but I don't like it. And it's a big text box too. That's another pet peeve of mine. What else? I mean, this game just blew me out of the water. I just loved everything about it, you know? It felt great for a beta, and it looks good, and everything. I can't find anything else to complain about the gameplay. Audio, I've seen a lot of tweets on audio issues, and I really haven't had that issue. I think I'm just going deaf from the Navy, but yeah, I don't think there's any audio issues. Maybe slightly in some spots in certain maps. I don't know. They're real picky in the Halo world, you know. And I didn't play much big team battle. I played like 2 or 3 games for weekly challenges, but I didn't really play into it just because I was playing ranked. I wanted to see where I'd place, and I placed in platinum and I got to diamond pretty fast, actually, within 2 or 3 days. So that might be something. I feel like everyone's getting into Onyx. I feel like we need to talk about it. I don't know. It just seems like every tweet or every other tweet I see is like, oh, just hit Onyx, just hit Onyx, just hit Onyx. And there's people that never played Halo ever. Like they're hitting Onyx. And I'm just like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe that's the skill, you know? The grappling hook. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know? I loved everything about it. Yeah, see, bot. I'm a fucking bot. Let's get into like the bad things on Halo Infinite so far. The biggest one, and they actually updated it today, or like patched it today, if you will. The progression. And I bought the big boy battle pass, and I know a lot of people don't or didn't want to do it. Yeah, see, I'm being I'm being toxic. I know a lot of people wouldn't want to do that. I mean, it's like $25 or something like that, 30 maybe, if you will. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad I did because it knocked me up to 25, and everyone else is like playing all these hours, and I don't play as much as they do, and they're only on like 6, maybe 7. If you do your challenges right, and you have your double XP tokens, and you just line it up at the right time, then you know you're gonna get a challenge done. Use that double XP, and you know that'll help. It like, I promise it'll help. I leveled up 3 times today, and I played maybe an hour, hour and a half. And it's just because I used my double XP tokens, which they updated to an hour, not 30 seconds or 30 minutes. All right. So it's going to say 30 minutes. That's a little bug they got going on right now. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, it's going to still be like that, so I don't look stupid. But it's going to say 30 minutes when you actually use the boost. But really, when you use it, it's going to have like an hour. It's going to have a little counter on the top left side of the menu, and it's going to say an hour. So just keep that in mind. Use that to your advantage. Use these double XP tokens because they're not going anywhere. I mean, you don't use them, eventually I'm sure they'll expire. I'm not sure what they're going to do with them, but just use them. You know, why not? Get that battle pass up. It's real interesting to me that they kind of took a different approach onto the battle pass, because I came into this game thinking it was going to be like Halo Master Chief Collection, where you collected points and unlocked certain you can unlock points, right? And then you can use those points to unlock a certain tier. You don't have to, well, you have to fill the page eventually, like a battle pass page eventually, but you can use points to unlock, like, if you want this helmet right away, you know what I'm saying? And you have a point, you can get that helmet. But instead they actually went with a traditional battle pass route, which is kind of interesting to me. And they just it was a terrible execution on their part, and I'm sure they're just testing around, like I said. But I think the fix that came out today, it actually helped, because you're gonna get 50 XP per match now. It's kind of still underwhelming, but it's not like earlier. It was like you had to play 1 match, right? You can get 100, and then you had to play 2 matches, then it's 100, then it's 3 matches, 100, 4 matches, 100. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it goes up to 5. That was the rumor. It went up to 5, and yeah, so you'd only get 500, and then 50 XP. Any game you get, you're getting 50 or XP for that game. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting that they didn't do win loss or how you did, or based off your medals. And I think that's a big issue in the community right now too, is you can be top fragging, you can be bottom fragging, you're gonna get the same amount of XP as that guy. You know what I'm saying? Why should the bottom frag guy get the same amount of XP as I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping 22 kills maybe, he's dropping 3 or 6, and he's getting the same amount of XP. I don't think that's right, but hopefully they get to it. I just feel like it's gonna affect players and how they like approach the game. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna quit, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and it's gonna like, I'm just gonna do challenges and not focus on the objective. It's gonna ruin the game, I feel like. But I don't know. It's definitely something I think they're gonna take a look at. I want to talk about the microtransactions, because this is gonna drive me crazy, and I'm probably gonna have to pull up something real quick. So, all right, now going back into the store, right? I'm taking you to Google real quick and look at the price of this Valorant Prime collection. You know, this was the first like collection to come out in Valorant. I actually did buy it because Valorant was like Fortnite when it first came out. It was like everyone was doing it, and it was probably like the coolest game to come out at that time, and it was like a hype thing, you know what I'm saying? And I do have people that when I did play a while back, they're like, oh my god, you have a Prime Vandal, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But 71,000 of, I forgot what Valorant calls it, but let's just, for the sake of argument, just call them V-Bucks, right? That was like $80. Okay, this is a free-to-play game. This is how free-to-play games work, and this is how the developers and like they get their money back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because people are gonna want this. That's how free-to-play games work, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, Halo, people who play Halo only play Halo, and it's actually like, it's honestly like one of the most impressive things to do is just play one franchise your whole life. And it's honestly just something I could never do, That's why I like branching out and playing. I never got a kill with this gun, I don't think. Yeah, I just never. I love Halo, but I cannot imagine just playing it every day, doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I love Halo Infinite, but I'm not gonna. If the boys are on League of Legends, I'm gonna jump on League of Legends a little bit, and then I'm gonna play Halo in my free time. You know what I'm saying? If they're not on Halo, but I do get the grind. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand. Like, it's hard to explain. You make a free to play Halo and there's like rules to it, you know what I'm saying? You have to, like, if you want the skin and you want the armor set and the other shoulders and guns and camos and logo emblem, everything that comes with that pack, you're gonna pay $20 if you want it. That's how I see it. You don't have to pay it. That's the craziest thing. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to. And I don't think a lot of people in the Halo community understand that, because they never had to deal with this. And it's kind of interesting to me. That's just my take on it, though. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's bad. But yeah, progression, the battle pass, and the store are the biggest issues in Halo Infinite right now. And they've already fixed a little bit of the battle pass and the progression. You can put those hand in hand. Anything else? I mean, you know, I just think the game is flawless right now. Little fixes, that's all. And I feel like the Halo community will never be happy, but that's just me. They're always trying to make it like the perfect game, but everyone has such a different opinion and view on what perfect is, especially to a franchise like Halo. So that's how I see it. Halo's back, baby. And I don't care what anyone says. I love Halo, and it's just gonna be a good time for Halo, and Halo fans everywhere. And, you know, that's my opinion. That's my take. What other videos on Halo Infinite you guys would like to see? I'm gonna try working on speaking right, and, you know, being able to enunciate words better. Not saying so much. Yeah, I'm just doing it off the top of my head. But yeah, keep doing it. Be sure to follow these right here. You know, keep up to date. I can't ever do this right. Keep up to date. I like to tweet a lot, obviously, like I said earlier. And yeah. Be sure to check me out on Twitch weekends, 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Kind of late, but working on it. That's all I can say, you know. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one.